Okay, time for another video where I just kind of list off the just some random thoughts and see where they go. I didn't really like what I did last time, so I'm gonna try to do it a little different. So we're just gonna jump right into this. The first thought, which just kind of popped into my head, was the movie Neverending Story. And then the next word on the list is Falkor, which is the dog dragon thing in the Neverending Story. And then Atreyu, who is the hero of the movie. And then I put Gesundheit, because what was it? Oh yeah, there was like a bum review of Neverending Story where whenever Atreyu said his name, everybody would say Gesundheit because it sounded like he was sneezing. Yeah. And then I put Malik, and then I put Merrick. Oh, okay, I see. That was Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh bridge thing. I guess that kind of relates to that guy with the glasses, where you can see bum review. And so then I was on Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, which is so I said Steve the Mime, who was like one of the bad guys, and so then I went with a few of the Steves, like Steve Buscemi, Steve Jobs, and then when I wrote down Steve Jobs, I thought of the iPod and Apple. And then the next three words are awesome, amazing, and interesting. Because this year at the Apple convention or whatever the heck it was, when they were introducing their new products, all they could seem to say was, "This is awesome, it's amazing, it's really cool, it's very interesting," and all this stuff. Really generic words. They couldn't really come up with anything overly creative. And then that stumbling type of thing reminded me of this video of this football player doing an interview, and he was like really stumbling with his words, and the video is called "I was like because that's pretty much what he keeps repeating was I was like and I wrote down football because he was a football player, and then the Colts, which is my team, sort of, and Peyton Manning, and then I wrote down Blue Horse because it's like their mascot or whatever, and then Stirrups because that's how that relates to horse, and then Professor Black, that's my drawing teacher, great guy, he was, and I wrote drawing horse next because he was kind of talking about using a drawing horse, kind of like a real horse. And then the next thing was cowboys. I guess because he was talking about cowboys as well on that same day. And then cowboys made me think of other kind of characters, and I thought of pirates and and then Hooked on Phonics. Okay, the pirates relates to the cowboys because that was also something mentioned in that class. There was or it might have been a different day, but Professor Black started doing pirate jokes, and I made up one, Hooked on Phonics. It's not hard to figure that one out. And then when I thought of Hooked on Phonics, I thought of other learning programs like WizKid, the WizKid computer thing, and I thought of and then the next thing I wrote down was Videlectrix. They it's complicated. And then one of the games they have made is Thy Dungeon Man. They kind of make up they make video games. Videlectrix does, sort of. And then thinking of Thy Dungeon Man, I thought of Ye Flask, because what you're trying to do in Thy Dungeon Man is get Ye Flask, which you can never seem to do. And another game that's by the same people is Trogdor. Trogdor's pretty awesome stuff. If you don't know about Trogdor, you need to find out. And then and then the next word I put down was macabre, because there's a Homestar Runner tune or whatever. The Halloween one was Tales of the Macabre. And then I thought of Venetian. I don't know why I thought Venetian. Whatever, Venetian, and then Roman, Pompeii, because they're all kind of related there. And then Mount Vesuvius. These are getting pretty easy to tell. Oh, okay. Alright, the next thing was I went with mounts. Like Mount Vesuvius, Mount Rushmore, and then Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is the high school I went to. So the next word is Wildcats, because that was our mascot. And then I wrote Seth Rogen. Why did I write Seth Rogen? Oh, I know, because I couldn't think of the name of that other guy. The guy who's on Comedy Central, who does like I'm on a Boat and all those different songs. I can't remember his name. If you know who it is, just let me know. But there's a picture of him where he's like high-fiving a wildcat, and that's supposed to mean that his day is awesome. Well, anyways, from Seth Rogen, I thought of the like a Boss music video, which has Seth Rogen in it, and then I wrote down Giant Fish, because there's a giant fish in the music video as well. And then I wrote down Old Greg, because Old Greg is a scaly manfish, and then Eels. Like in my previous episode, they're both from the Mighty Boosh. And then Charlie. Charlie is also from the Mighty Boosh. He's a pink bubblegum monster, which is wicked awesome. And then the next thing I wrote was Hubba Bubba Nightmare. Because that's what you're going to be in if you get on the wrong side of Charlie. And then I wrote Unicorns, because Charlie the Unicorn. And then unicorns led me to think of another strong bad thing, Crystal Fortress. It's a sort of song, music video thing. And then the next thing I wrote down was Stave It Off. There's this like folk singer guy who sings Crystal Fortress. He's a made up guy. He also sings a song called Stave It Off. Stave it off, 1, 2, 3. Now you can count 2, 3. Yeah, it's really lame, but I freaking love it.